Hello and welcome to this live stream. Today's tutorial, I'm going to do hang on, let me share the screen for 1 second. Share the screen. There we go. I'm going to be doing this trouser here. So I'm going to create the pattern and everything from scratch. These are all the details. It's like a walk-in pant. It's for men. There's a toggle at the bottom, pocket zip on the side. So let's get started. So to create the pattern, it's good when you've got a, I'm going to take my headphones off because I can't hear myself properly. It's good when you've got a flat garment like this. Because what we can do in Illustrator, we can basically trace it as it is. So let's say that is there. You get the length perfect, the width of the leg, everything. And even this curve that goes into here. It's telling me it's telling me I am live, so go check me out. I'm telling myself to check me out. Okay, so we need that curve there. So that's the front panel. Oh, where's me? Got rid of my Illustrator. Okay, so that's the front panel. And to do the back panel, I'm gonna copy and paste that. Put it right next to it. And then reflect that. Then for the back, because the back needs to be higher, I'll literally do that. Now I know this line needs to stay the same, but it goes out quite a bit. So keep the cuff the same. Let's move that one to about, oh, you can't let it go down. You can go across like that, and then, oh no, hang on. I'm telling you, right, hang on, let's go back, go back. So this is a rough guide, so like that, and then I need to select this line, and it needs to go down, and that can go up one more, and then what we've got here is push that out a tad, down, and there we go. That looks like, to me, that looks like a pretty good start to a block, and then we can put it into CLO. We can adjust it. Just want to get these points sorted so it doesn't interrupt me. So yeah, this is pretty much the block that I need. So I'm going to save this off. We don't have to worry about the size or anything like this. Let's just have these two pieces. Yeah, don't worry about the scale at this point, because it's just the file that you need. So put that into there, make that a little bigger. I'm going to save that as, let's do trouser block. Okay, you can get rid of that now. And let's go into CLO, where I'm going to open up. Let's get a model. So male model, version 2. Let's just get whatever one that works. What's the latest one? It's this guy, isn't it? I love your videos. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I haven't done any normal tutorials, like step-by-step ones recently, and I'm just doing live. It's just because I've got this big project on. So I'm kind of doing the garments from the project as the live streams, but I haven't got time to then take that and create proper tutorials. Okay, so let's go to import. No, it's not object, is it? I want to import, and it's the Adobe AI PDF. Let's go to, where is it? Trouser block. That's fine. And they're tiny. Okay, but using the silhouette here, I know that that's the waistband and that's the cuff. So I can just go like this. As long as you keep the scale the same, and move that to the waistband and that to the cuff, and that should be pretty much dead on. Let's change the colour of these to something. Do you know what? I don't normally do this, but I'll do the colour. So use the pipette and press escape, and then let's apply. Okay, the front one's good. Let's get some arrangement points. Put this on the back. Oh, that one was a bit too high. That's fine. Let's turn that. Okay, so we've got some good arrangement points there. What I'm going to do before I sew these together, we get a waistband going. So let's see, what's the waist? Hang on, I'm going to write this down. 4, 3, 2. So double that would be 8, 6, 4, which sounds close to what I need. Let's look at the tape measure. So here, it's 882. So it's that was only 2 centimeters off, which is bloody close actually. Okay, so let's do. Okay, so this one is 216.7. So I'm going to get the rectangle tool. What was it? 216.7, and the waistband is, let's get the ruler, 4 centimeters high, 40 mil. Okay, so that's your front, and 215.4. Let's offset this. 215.4. Let's create that. The reason why I don't, because a lot of people, what they do is you get this. Okay, that's 400. So they know it's 864 in total. So then what they do is they create a rectangle that's 864 by, let's say, 40. They do that, and then what you do, I suppose you'd split that, and then you can split that again with that measurement. That's one way of doing it. I do it this way. I don't know why. I think it's because you get this line here, and then I can unfold this, and then this is your centre back, this is your side, this is your front, and all those measurements are perfectly intact. So I need to turn off the, don't want to do that. Okay, so turn off the tape measure, use that as an alignment. The amount of emails I'm getting, I need to close my emails for a bit, because where's mail? It's not even there. I'm going to turn off notifications. Manage notifications. Off. Right, that should be better. Okay, let's freeze these two, and let's sew these together. Okay, so that's my waistband. It's looking good. I'm going to strengthen that though. And I'm going to tighten it a little bit, because I know that as soon as I stick those trousers on, it's going to pull it down. Okay. Well, actually, another thing I'm going to do, I'm going to copy that. So this is waistband. And on the material properties, or the details, we go down to here and put the friction way up. So that means that ain't going nowhere. Okay. Happy with that positioning? Let's freeze that for now. And then that means I can unfreeze these and start stitching them together. And let's see whether or not this block is Good or garbage? There's a slight difference here in length, but fix that in a minute. I can already see that the length is didn't stick it to the waistband. Right, let's sew it to the waistband. That's definitely the front. There we go. That should be better now. Okay. Get that down. So they're way too long, but in terms of the shape, they're not looking too bad. Just think like that was just from taking a photograph and just drawing over it like that. So you can get a lot of information from nothing, basically, from a photograph. Okay, so let's do this. Besides Chloe, are you also using Blender? No, because I've tried it. I've tried Blender and I've opened it and I've tried rendering it. It just takes so long. And what I've realized is because I've worked with clients on like, I don't know, like 60-piece collections and I've got 3 weeks to do it. I haven't got time to go export every single product, put it into Blender, render it perfectly, and then send it to a client. And then all of a sudden they say, you know, can you move this label over to here? And then you have to go back into it. And it's like, it just takes so long. So what I've done is kind of optimized how I can render within CLO. And I find that that's the best workflow, because I wish CLO was a lot better with the rendering, but it's good enough for my clients to be happy. Yeah, I wish the rendering was as good as in Blender. I know it's not, but it's good enough. Especially for the catwalks, I do the catwalks in CLO, and the clients seem happy enough. Okay, so let's look at this. Jesus, that was like nearly spot on straight away. Right, let's see this line here. It looks like a kind of an old German trouser. You can get around that by click this line and then just make sure that it's 100% and it like pushes it flat a little bit. No, it hasn't really. I think that there's a bit too much shape in that outside leg, so let's move that. Let's smooth that down a little bit. Do you guys use a lot of Blender? I wish I did. I wish I knew how to use the software, because I think it would be a really good bit of kit to learn. I have downloaded Unreal Engine, but I'm yet to. I was going to get one of those online courses. Hang on, let's look right up his legs. Yeah, I was going to do one of those courses where it teaches you how to use it in X amount of days. But like I said, I haven't got around to doing it yet. Trying to. You see, hang on. Wish I could get rid of his leg. Can I get just rid of his leg? Do you know what? I'll just hide the whole thing for a second. So you see how that's going down, that's nicely, but then I need less here. The front's perfect. Actually, let's do smooth curve tool. Just go like that. Is that better? If it's pulling that far, try to find the donut. Yes, I tried that. I tried exactly the same one. But do you know what got me? It was when he started moving all the nodes into different places, and I was like, because you don't use nodes on this, which Oh, that's better. Okay. Yeah, it's the nodes that screw me up. Like, I can play around with all of the texture maps and all of that. I understand all that in CLO. As soon as I get that into Blender. And really, for the, let's say, like, if it takes me an hour and a half, 2 hours for this garment in CLO, and then it takes me another hour of rendering and changing the properties in Blender, you know, it's adding an extra hour onto my time. It's kind of not worth that 10%, 20% better realistic render. Right, where's my model? Okay, that's pretty good. Now let's look at the reference image, because I need to make sure that his, you know, I'm going to get rid of these shoes for a second. Delete accessory. Yeah, okay. Let's look at the reference images. Where are they? There they are. So there's a little bit of creasing at the bottom, which is fine. That's great. Let's go back over here. Okay, super. Let's do, so there's a little bit of a notch there now, which is this bit. Let's smooth that one off. Now, there's a little bit here, like a point, which is telling me that right there needs to be a dart. So if I go there to there, well, it doesn't need a dart, it needs to be taken away. Oh, do you know what? I can use this tool. What am I thinking? It's that one, that one. Let's move it there. Oh no. No, I did that completely wrong. Right, so this tool, so that line there. Oh, that's so annoying, because then that moves that line, which I don't want. That's stupid. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut these. And let's just join that to there. That's easier. Merge. Let's see how that reacts. Ooh, look at that. Smooth. Okay. So I'm liking that. There's enough, just enough room on the crotch for his non-crotch area. That'd be fine. Okay, let's just work on one trouser leg at a time here. Do you export the patterns from CLO function? No, because the reason I don't, and I can do, and I've done it, but the majority of the time, you find that clients have patterns. So if you work with a massive denim factory in Pakistan, me sending over some patterns for them to upload is just a faff for them, because they've got so many on file that really I just give them the measurements from this, and then they can then import that. They've already got tons of, like, if I send them this, they have to then put it into their program, probably Lectra or Gerber, clean everything up, put seam layouts on, and it's just a faff. So I just give them the measurements. CLO for me is more about creating something for the client to sign off, and something so the factory can be like, okay, we understand 100% what this needs to look like. So that's what I do. Right, okay, so this was their old design. This is their new design. So they want the pockets like that rather than all the way across. This detail's the same, and they've got darts there. So actually, let's work on the back of the leg and the darts. Let's go back over to CLO. So where's the knee? The knee is here. That's the back of the knee. So I'm going to create a line from there to there. Is that? No, that's slightly different, isn't it? do you know what I need to do? I need to just get rid of that line for a second. Oh, I can't see anyone's comments. And as well, like a lot of what I do is for sales and marketing. Hang on, 480.9. So split 480.9. Yeah, so for example, this, what I'm doing now, when the client has asked for this is for their sales book. This is basically so they don't have to produce any salesman samples. Because it saves them, I don't know, 300, 400 pounds per sample. They don't have to worry about that. And the shipping and the speed. They don't have to do all the colorways because I create all the colorways. So they can take this to their buyers and say, hey, this is our latest collection. Do you want this? So that's mainly what I do. What was that? That was 480.9. So split 2.9. Oh, wrong way. Split 480.9. Where is it? There it is. Let's do it this side as well. Split 480.9. Okay, and then I want it to be about there. So how many? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say 5. So 50. 50, and then split that 50. And split 50. So I'm just putting the darts on now, and then split 50. I'm sure there's a quick way of doing that, but hey. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Now, how did I do the darts before? Oh yeah, okay. So let's do this. I need to split these as well, just so I've got the points. I wonder if there's a way of selecting all of those at the same time. Probably. Okay, so let's do the darts. So I'm going to do cut these at the knee. So there's 1, 2, 3. Let's move that down, and I'm gonna, let's see if I can do this all at the same time. Yes. So I'm going to increase that by, how big do I want the darts? I don't want this to be crazy big. So 5 mil. So every single one gets 5 mil. And then, how long do I want the darts to be? Let's say 70. So let's do all these. 70, split 70. Hang on, let's see if I can do 2 at the same time. Split 70. It only does 1. Okay. Split 70. Split. I'm just saying split 70 over and over. 70. Why isn't it letting me do that? It's not letting me do it. Split. Have I put numlock on? Hang on. Yep. I put numlock on. And split 70. Oh god, it's getting a bit repetitive, isn't it? Split 70. Okay, so now I've got that. I can then click all of these points. Oh, no. Get rid of that, and delete. And I'm just going to join these back up. So merge these. And merge these. How do you check a pattern for errors? I don't have a fashion background, so I'm not. You can. A lot of the time in CLO, if it just goes crazy on you, then you know something's wrong. If you know it's actually correct. Well, I don't know, like here, a lot of people get crotches wrong. Like, you know that bit where I split here, and there was a little point coming out. The fact that that wasn't smooth, I knew that there was a massive error. Here as well, a lot of people get, I've seen that, there's a really good guy, the garment YouTuber. Now, he is a fashion designer, but when I saw his video, his Balenciaga tutorial, he didn't balance any of these patterns. He didn't make sure that everything was fitting perfectly. So when you actually look at the crotch on his, it doesn't fit. And he often makes his stuff in real life. So I wonder how his stuff actually fits and if it's comfortable, because to me, I don't see how it can be. But he's a very stylish guy, whereas I'm not very stylish. Hang on. Fine, right, let's sew these darts up. Now everything should come together. So we've got those, got the darts now. Let's get rid of these. Edit, delete. There we go. So we've got the darts on the knees, like so, which is what the client wanted. We've got the seam on the back, and that's looking really good. Right, let's do the pocket now. Right, let's have a look at this pocket. Where's my reference images? Okay. So it's actually not that far. It's probably, so if the zip is 1 centimeter across, then you've got 0.5 on the other side, and then you've probably got 1, 2. So I'd say that. So if there's 2 centimeters here, 1 there, so it's 3.5 here. So split that at 35, and then going down, it's normally around about here. No way it's where that point is. Is that where it is? That's handy. Okay. So that point goes there. I think that's long enough, maybe. I'm actually going to make that longer. Let's do it to here. That looks too long now. Jeez. Okay. I think that'll do. I think maybe I need to increase that as well. So it's not 3.5. Maybe it is 4. Thing is, I need to be able to see it from the front, so I might exaggerate how. Yeah, or else the client's not gonna, because the client only gets front images, so they're gonna want to see some pocket. Let's make it bigger than what it is, way bigger. And let's, right, now you need to do the pocket bag. Oh, the pocket bag's on top. Aha, isn't it? Yes. So it's not the same as this design, so it's on here. That makes things so much easier. Right. Okay. Let's put this here. Let's go to about there. Does it just go across? Need that reference image up here rather than that one. Yeah, it just goes across. So it hits it. Might take that up a little bit. Like that. Right, this is going to be so easy. So, so now this panel, you just right click over, create one over the top. Don't faff around with creating panels over here, just do it straight over the top, and then cut and sew that. Get rid of these bits, and then it is there. And we're just going to sew those bits on there now. Don't sew this one because you don't need to. See, so that's where the pocket opens. There we go, like so. Lovely. Let's get rid of that so I can see the chat. I think he's Romanian. I thought he was Brazilian. No, he probably is Romanian. Like me. I like his content well, but how I watch tutorials, how well the garments would fit in real life. Yeah. No, the thing is, he does a lot of like oversized baggy stuff, which you can get away with a lot with baggy stuff. The amount of jobs I've done that are oversized, and it's just so easy because you don't like a tailored trouser. Doesn't matter, you know. As long as it hangs right, then that's fine. Okay, so done that now. Now, what's the back look like? I don't think I've got a reference for the back. Okay, so he wants the zip there. We're not going to do that yet because I'm going to just mirror it. Okay, so there's a line here with a pocket. Okay, so the line is about there. Let's do that. Just cut and sew that. Easy. And then back pockets are normally 14 or 140 by 1, maybe 12. Yeah, that looks about right. Get it around the back. Now I'm going to rotate this and then keep parallel to that line. Let's move it up just a tad. Okay, so I'll keep that as a reference for now because that's going to be on this side. What I need to do now is, I think the waistband I'm going to leave till after. Right, let's do loads of stitching and stuff. Let's unfreeze that for now and unstrengthen that for now because I want to be able to see the differences. Okay, let's change all the particle distance because I think it's at 20 at the moment. It's way too high, so change that to 10. Oh. Okay, good. Nothing's fallen. Okay, waistband. We're going to change the thickness to 4, maybe. Now that edge seems way too rounded, so I'm going to go to the curvature to 50. A bit more like that. I want to get rid of the normal map, so that's created a nice clean line there. This, so if this is, so that's 4, let's make this pocket 2. So we don't want it so much that it goes over this edge. Hang on, let's do 1.5. So we've still got that edge there. Oh, maybe even 1. Hang on. The thing is, I want a line here, but then at the same time, I don't want. Let's have a look. Let's get rid of that red line for a second. Where's the red line? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I want there to be a little bit. I'm going to have to do that. So that's thickness of this is 1. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I'm happy with that. Yep. Okay, so that's all the thicknesses figured out. I'm gonna actually because this here and this here needs to be more defined. Let's define all of these. What I'm doing, I'll just select it all. Jesus. Oh no, because I don't want to select that. Do you make them to print out as a pattern at the end? This one, you could, the way I'm doing it. I'm not going to, because I don't need to, because this is for a client. It doesn't require that from me, but you definitely can. Let's get that. Oh my God, I just won. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, let's define these a little bit more. So on the intensity, put it to 100 and 2. And that's defined those a little bit more. Okay, let's do some stitch lines. So this has got twin stitch there. So add. How often do you use fit maps or stress? Never, literally never. Because it's kind of like, so for example, like here, stress maps. Let's have a look. Like I knew based on the measurements and how it looked, there was no issue with this. And then if I'm working, like if I'm doing a dress for someone and it's tight and it's elasticated, in that scenario, you have to do it by eye and kind of you want it to stretch and actually when you send something over to the factory and it's made of jersey and it's meant to be stretchy and tight, different materials have different stretches and different allowances. So in that scenario, although Chloe is amazing, you kind of have to just wing it and hope that the first sample is good. And if it's wrong, then you can go back and give it a little bit extra. But yeah, never, sadly. I probably should. Right, what are we doing? Stitch line. So let's do the pocket stitch here first. So this is going to define all of the stitches that we do. It's time, 3 o'clock. Okay. So obviously that looks basic. No, 6 for the first stitch. That one is good. I always use 10 stitch length on this, and then 100, so you can actually see it. Space is fine. Texture is fine. Intensity is fine. Never touch that. Displacement, don't touch that. Opacity, all of that, don't ever touch. Okay, 3D, yes, I do touch. Something I did the other day. So I've been having problems with the 3D not working. Let me just do the double for now. Okay, so let's get this. Let's get a second stitch line and then make sure everything's all the same. And then yeah, fit maps. Like I see why they do it, but I don't know. I don't. If you can't tell whether or not a garment is not fitting right, then you've probably got big problems. Okay, so that's good. It has a little. So hang on. So your daughter's learning it, but you're also learning it. Let's see. Let's do the intensity up. I want that to be quite dramatic, and then okay. So that's the stitch. So we'll leave it at white for the minute, but then I'm also going to define the puckering at this very early stage. Now that puckering on there is reacting more like a denim. So let's put the puckering on. Where's your daughter doing a degree? I used to teach in London at Ravensbourne University. Okay, so denim, it's good. Now I'm going to put the opacity to 100. And I think, and what you can do is click this little normal map and you put that up to 30, make it intense, so you can make it more intense like that. I don't know if I want my kids to go into fashion. I don't know if they will. One of the kids looks like he might do because he loves drawing, but where's my reference? I keep losing my reference images. Okay, so there's double there, single, 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 single. Okay, perfect. Let's put this double here. Why not? Why not do I want my kids to go into fashion? Because most nights I'm awake up until like 2 o'clock in the morning trying to get a project finished. I have bags underneath my eyes. Don't know if it's worth it. No, it is worth it because obviously I got a all right career. But yeah, I don't know what I'd want them to go into, but it's a hard. I was going, all those YouTube videos where they basically say that you can get 10 grand for doing nothing. I was going to do like a parody of one of those and be like, you can earn 6 grand a month working your ass off and actually learning a skill that's actually going to benefit you. Because that's basically, if I get 6 grand a month, it's a lot of hard work that goes into that. What am I doing? I'm doing the stitch all the way around. We need to get rid of that line. So it's looking good. Needs to be a single on the back here. Now, that probably won't go all the way down. I'll probably just go to, hang on, go a bit further up. There you go. And let me put it down to there. Let's do darts would probably have a single as well. Let's get the segment so it's easier. Single there, single there, single, single. That's all got singles there. For some reason, that looks too close to that, but that's fine. Double on the back of the leg, and there will be double on the insides here. Like that. It's all coming together, is it? Oh, and then back, double on the back here. And then also here. On that part. And then, we need to do the fly. So that'll go up to there. And then, right, let's do a fly. Like this. I think that fly needs to be way, way, way shorter. On this one, it looks way shorter. Okay, and then hopefully I can just use this double. I might reverse that. Where is it? Normally that goes up to there, and then there's a bar tack here. Let's do the bar tacks actually. Need this. So for bar tacks, we'll go like that. CLO3D gaming aspects, but final year. Final year, Jesus. I remember my final year. So, organization. That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, no, final year is something else in the fashion industry. I'd say that she probably needs to learn a lot of like Adobe Illustrator as well. I used Adobe Illustrator for like 10 years of my career, and then all of a sudden this has just taken off. I'm using this, but I still do use Illustrator, and I know that a lot of clients still require me to, if I'm doing a tech pack, she's stressed out. Yeah, she's stressed out. Yeah, she's gonna be stressed out forever. Where did she go? Abroad. Let's get these bar tacks looking good. Do you know what I'm going to do? Put this bar tack up. Where's the edge of my thing? Let's do this. I've only ever worked in London and Belfast. I'm in Belfast now, and there's zero fashion over here, so everything's done remotely. Oh, London, very good. What brand did she work with? A brand? There we go. So this bar tack's done. To study sustainability. Oh my god. Which is ironic, isn't it, for fashion? Because people throw it. Do you know, the only way that I'm sustainable is the fact that, you know, I've got this jacket from Griffin, and like I paid quite a lot of money for it, but I've had it 4 years now. I think that's really the only way you can be sustainable, is if you just don't buy as much. You're from Northern Ireland? No way. And you're in Colorado? Where in Northern Ireland? I'm in Belfast. I'm literally in East Belfast right now. What are you doing in America? If you're in... All right. Because a lot of people don't... A lot of Americans say that they're from Ireland, but then they're not really. But I have lived in the US 19 years. Shut up, you're from Bangor. That's literally there. That's mental. No way. Have you still got the accent? Obviously, I'm not from Northern Ireland. I'm from London. But my wife's from Killalay. And then we lived in London for a bit. And then we couldn't get a house because they're so expensive. And then we came over here and we got like a 4-bed house. It was so good. Hang on, let me just do 1/2 inch. That. I can't believe you're from Bangor. That's mad. Okay, so I've done this side of the trouser. She washed out. Yes, I've washed out. So yeah, so I'm originally from Essex, and I spoke to a cab driver 2 nights ago, and he was like, "You don't sound like you're from Essex." I'm starting to say like a queer bit, and I say "we" a lot. Wee bit of toast. It's all slowly but surely happening. But all 3 of my kids are basically have Northern Irish accent. It's very strange. I bet your daughter's got obviously an American accent. Okay, so I'm going to copy and paste and reflect all of these. That's looking good. I'm going to get rid of that. Poor daughter is so American. On LinkedIn, and I cringe every time. Like, if the industry is going so well, you Why teach freelancing instead of working in it? Hang on. I keep seeing posts about freelancing in fashion on LinkedIn, and I cringe every time. Like, the industry is going so well for you. Why teach freelancing instead of working in it? So, as in, why offer someone a freelance job rather than going into the studio and working in the... I think after COVID, I think a lot of places, if they don't do flexible working, then they're not going to get the staff. Like, I wouldn't go back to full time. No way. Like, the last semi-permanent job I had was Marks and Spencer's, and I was doing their outerwear. No, I meant there are people that do courses on how to freelance. Oh yeah, don't. That's the most stupidest course ever. Yeah, freelance classes are so stupid. In general, I would say anyone that does a course, it ain't going well for them. Oh, sugar, hang on. Saying that, I was going to do a course in CLO3D, but that wasn't because things aren't going well. Like, I almost have to put it on hold because I've got too much work elsewhere. But YouTube for me was more about getting new clients and show, like, because I used to spend 500 a month on advertising on Google Ads to get work in, but now I just do free tutorials and people just come to me and say, do you do commissions? And I say yes, and then I get a job. I've just got a really big contract actually through my YouTube channel, so I know it works. What are you saying? What's this? Yeah, she was born over here, was 5 when she immigrated. So much more. There's so much more to it than from what I see. What do you mean by that? So is your husband American? Is that why you moved over there? Or was there a job over there? Let's move this to the bum. Ah. The other reason why I wanted to do a course is because a lot of the tutorials I've seen are rubbish. And actually a lot of the courses I've seen are extremely rubbish. Yes, he's from here. Referring to people who sell the dream of earning 3K from just, oh yeah, turntable videos. This is the 3rd live. Oh, thank you. The thing is, no one, like, I'm not expecting anyone to actually watch these. She had to learn so much fiber science. Oh my god, so she's going really deep into, like, I know enough about fabric to place orders at the factory and get things made, but when it comes to fiber science, I'm not. Do you know what? These crutches looking a bit, what's the word? How would I resolve that? I'm going to resolve that by increasing the skin offset. If I change that to 5, it pushes it out a little bit. It just kind of clings, doesn't it? Have I got a pressure on or anything? I've got no pressure on. Do you know what? I think it's time to change the material. So I think what's happening at the moment is I've got no material setting. Oh, the math side. Yeah, that's actually mad. So she's not doing like, you know, standard fashion design. She's doing the mechanical side of it. Yeah, there'd be a definitely need for that. But then where would she work? I suppose she'd work. There's like there's a place over here. Have you heard of it? Kunin's, and it's like does all the military garments and things like that. I'm sure she'd be able to get a job in somewhere like that where it's a bit more technical. What setting do I want? So I'm going to change this to a cotton twill. Let's see how that affects it. Still a little bit of like, doesn't look quite right, does it? Just got like a little nubbin. Yeah. It's just a bit too clingy. What's that? Neiman Marcus. Who's that? I should know that, shouldn't I? Hang on. What was it? Neiman Marcus. Hang on. Very nice. Hang on. Do you know how like? Yeah, that's nice. My first two jobs were internships. Bloody hell! do you know what? I've been really lucky. I've never done an internship. I was very, very lucky. Let's get rid of that for a second. Yeah, I worked at a place where we had interns, and it's not nice being an intern, for sure. They really work here. I'm trying to do more tutorials. I've got about 3 backed up. Hang on. What's my list? I've got, where is it? List, videos. I've got to do the baggy jeans one I'm doing, how to create a catwalk animation, the barber knit, exploding animation I've still got to do, the fear of God I've still got to do. And I also want to do like what computer you need to buy, because no one's got, there's one video on what computer to buy, and it's a Chinese lady, and she's basically just filled it with affiliate links to like really crappy Dell computers, and I hate that video because it's not correct. She's trying to sell people just so that she can get a bit of commission. And she's like, basically students are going and buying her recommendations, whether or not they are or not, but based on her recommendations, people are buying the wrong. Yes, the computer video would be superb. In all honesty, it could be a really short video, because what I did was I just went to like one of those guys, like there's like an independent PC maker for gaming down the road. I just went to him and said, look at this website. This is the product I'm using. Can you make a computer that fits this software? And he was like, yeah, sure. And then I think I paid like $3,000 for this computer. So yeah, if you do see that video, don't like it. I feel bad. I'm telling people to not like other people's videos, but it's just false what she's saying. And she's telling people to buy Macs. Like, do not run this computer. Do not run this software on a Mac. There's no books either. I don't think you'll ever get a book on this. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's do the back pocket. Oh, I need to get rid of that first. The stitch line here. That's looking good. Looking good. Let's put a bit of gathering on in here. So that, put a bit of gather in there. I built my own. Ah, see? I wish I could do that. I probably could do it, but I haven't really got the time to... Sorry. No, do you know what? Like, I had a Mac, and that's how I started. And then it was just running so slow. I got my first paid job with CLO on a Mac, and the job was like, I had to do animation sequences of like people flipping. Oh, actually, it's one of the first videos that I put on YouTube. It was that test one that I did where it's like someone's running and like this, right? And I would leave that Mac running overnight for like a 30-second bit of animation. And then it just took so long. And then I think after that project, I just realized I need to get a different option here. And then I got this computer, and then I can do, like, you know, when you do a sequence on the catwalk where it runs up and goes down, that takes 3 hours to render every like 400 frames. So it's really good. Okay. Okay, it's looking good. Do you know what? Like, I felt very sad the day I had to give my Mac up, but PCs are so much better. It's without doubt. I don't think I'd ever go back to Mac now, just based on performance. Let's do that at 3. Just want the edge to be a little bit. Oh, I need to put a single stitch there. As well, the cost. I looked at like the highest spec of what I could get a Mac for, and if I wanted to run the same spec as what I've got on this $3,000 computer on a Mac, it was coming in at something stupid like £10,000. It's absolutely stupid. Okay, I'm really happy with this progress so far. All right, let's do the back pocket. Back pocket's so easy. Let's just cut and sew. I can't believe you used to live in Bangor. That is crazy. I might go there this weekend. Doesn't it have the... Oh, maybe it wasn't there when you were here. It's got that little like beachside fairground thing. Might take the kids there this weekend. They love it. I'm just going to change the intensity of that. Let's change it to 1. Because, to be fair, they won't even look at the back. But let's put a stitch line around there. Voila, pocket. Oh, do you know what I could do as well? I might. Is there any... There's no depth on that. Yeah, the Picky Park. I love the Picky Park, the little train. I took my boy on that. I love the Picky Park. Do you still have family over here then? You must do. My sister and brother still live there. I love Bangor. It's better than East Belfast. Jeez. Were you here during the Troubles? You must have been. Yeah, if you left 19 years ago, for sure you were here during the Troubles. I don't know. Bangor compared to East Belfast is nicer. I live off Castlereagh Road, so there's like a big Tesco's. All right, let's sort this fly out. So early 50s. How old am I? 39. So yeah, because my wife talks about the troubles, and she says she remembers little bits of it, not all of it. So you must have been would you be a teenager during the troubles? Let's get rid of this. Just need to get rid of that for a second. My family from Donegal. Oh, so you probably didn't see any troubles all the way up there. I went on holiday up there last year, and I'll be honest, I was a bit bored. There's not much to do up there. You went to Queens? Oh, my wife went to Queens. Oh my God. I might get my wife in here and chat to you. Okay, so this ends. So let's extend that 30 centimeters. I've totally like stopped talking about what I'm doing. I'm just talking about Belfast. Right, let's sort that out. 30. Right. I'm going to. Where have I connected that? It's connected the whole way. Right, let's do. So I'm going to offset this 30. I have a meeting at 4, but he hasn't said anything yet, so I'm just going to keep doing this. Let's extend that. Oh. Let's extend that. Get rid of that one. What do I need to do now? Me get to out. What are you doing? You're just watching me. Are you actually meant to be working as well? Thank you for watching, by the way. So let's do. So, are you a fashion designer, or did you just said that you've got an interest in this, right? Okay, that's that to go there. Okay, let's stitch this. By the way, people that are still watching for the tutorial and not chat, this is how you do a fly. I'm going to stick that. I'm going to cut this one. So cut and sew that. No, it's morning. I get home. Oh my God! I just did a website for a client. I can't stand doing websites. Luckily, I basically just did a Shopify one, and it took me hardly no time at all. Very good. So you work? Yes. What kind of websites? Is it just like small people, or is it big ones where you got a whole team of you? Why is this all faffing around? Oh God, what have I done? Right, that needs to go in there. Oh, this does not look graceful. What have I done? Right, you get over there. You should start doing CLO full time. I suppose there's a lot more money in. There we go. Hang on. Let's strengthen that. Let's do that. Get in there. Okay. Strengthen that. That waistband's way too tight. I'm going to make everything a tad bigger. just so it releases that fly a little bit. So what I can do now is, yeah. I'm on thingy. Sorry. Yeah, I'll get ya. There's my Irish wife. It's an emergency. Oh shit. 2 seconds. Hang on. How do you put be back in a minute? Stop sharing. Mute. Share. I don't know how to do back in a minute, guys. Stop sharing. End stream. I don't want to end stream. Right. I'll be back in a minute, guys. That's my. There you go. You can watch that. Right. 2 seconds. I'm back. Shit, actually, I'm freezing cold. Actually, I'm gonna put that here. Bit of a domestic with all my kids. Hang on, let me see. This on. 11 people are still watching. Just been in the house for 10 minutes. Does your daughter have a specialization in fashion yet? Like menswear, womenswear? Oh, hang on. Are you guys just chatting? Hang on. You just carry on, guys. I'll hang on. I need to share my screen. Share. Oh, hang on. What am I doing? No. I'm already sharing my screen, aren't I? Hang on. Hang on. Let me move everything back. My boy had was naughty yesterday, and we sent him up to his room, and he was having a bit of a tantrum. We've just discovered today that he smashed the bottom of his guitar, so he's in a lot of trouble. And that's why I had to be called in. Right, I need this to go up there. Why is that not going? Right, let's try. Keeps falling. Maybe I'll pin it on the inside. Let's see. Can't really hide that. Let's pin this to the body. Pin. Right. Here we go. Is that going to help? Actually, you guys just keep talking. Actually, that's really handy because then I can actually finish this. I'm going to put this. This needs to be pulled over a little bit so that there's no gap. Maybe a little bit more. I'm going to make the weft bigger and then pressure. No, the other way. Put the pressure on. There we go. Oh no, what's happened there? It's a shrinkage. There we are. I need that to like go there. It keeps dropping. Oh, I know what to do. So the waistband, I need to change that fabric from cotton twill to hardware. Trim hardware. And that should stretch a bit more. Let's do, yeah. Okay, happy with that. What's going on there? What's this? I don't like that. Well, that's because curvature. Let's change that on everything. 50. Ah, come on. Oh, there it is. Here we go. Okay, that's looking really good. The crotch is looking good. Okay, let's do a little I didn't save it. I've done all this work and I didn't even save it. Right, men's trouser. Save that. Hang on, I'm going to put me. I just put the volume off on my phone. I don't even know if I can have volume. There we go. Okay, let's do a render. Oh, it's so cold. It's looking good. Right, let's change the render properties. This is one that I saved earlier. How are you, dude? I just started using Marvelous Designer a few days ago. Woo, just a few days. You are a lot to learn. Very good. Your fire outfit. Oh, first outfit, I'm guessing. Very good. How long did it take you? Oh, I wasn't. See, you're good at Blender. I'm not good at Blender. I'm good at CLO. Because Blender, tell me if I'm wrong. Blender is more like a modeling thing. So I could, you know, like I could, shoes would be good in Blender, right? Why is the properties in this so bad? Hang on. No, I didn't just save that over that. Did I save that? I think I pressed save, didn't I? Oh, crap. Right. Let's do it this way, right? That settings. Let's get this looking a bit better. Texture, never do texture, hate it. In fact, actually, do transparency. And then PNG, yes, that's fine. And then lighting. I've got this lighting, but I don't know if, no, I'm just gonna use Vivid for now. See, yeah, shoes and jewelry would be amazing. Did you see the moon boot that I've just done? I'm so proud of those. Where are they? Oh, shush. I should try catch up briefly. Ah, I've got to have a meeting now. Hang on, guys. Right, should we just say this is done? Because I'm going to have to end the stream because I've got a meeting with a client. But, you know, this is how you create the block of a pair of trousers. All that's really got to be done now is just change the color of that stitch, button, and they're pretty much good to go. I'm really happy with those. That took about an hour, minus going in and talking to my wife who's shouting at my child. But yeah, these are looking really good. Really happy with those. And actually, this pattern, once you fix it all up, it can actually be. Which HTML do you have on there? As in my computer, or HDR? Oh, as in what preset for this? Studio Vivid. Yeah, Studio Vivid, and then I just lock the camera. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna have to go, guys, because I've got a meeting with a client who I got through YouTube, actually. So if anyone is looking to get clients, start a YouTube channel. Okay, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna save that as is, and then I'll probably post. I will post this garment probably on my CLO Connect store, and then you can download it if you want from there. But I've got to go. So talk to you guys later. How do I get rid of this? Hang on, my computer's like, oh, God. There's me saying PCs are great. Right, talk to you later. Bye. And